The moral reasoning seminar that we offer at the college has been expanded over multiple years that students are here. There is a significant work going on at the school that has identified some very specific understandings and learnings that we want to make sure students are involved with, and that involves issues like leadership and ethics and democracy and relationships and service. And we've had some very specific activities on each campus where students, faculty, staff, at the school level, parents as well, talking about our discipline system, talking about what our expectations are, talking about ethical and moral reasoning and decision making. At the college, we've had some dinners and meals around the topic of character education. We had a wonderful activity several months ago called What Do You Say?, which engaged about 150 students. All of them had clickers to vote, and we had crafted 25 ethical scenarios, ethical cases, mini cases, and asked students to vote on them and gave them kind of 4 choices. And not only was it fun during the process, and there were houses, and houses were competing against each other, figure out how close they were to where these answers were, but we've used it then with faculty and staff, and we continue to use it in our moral reasoning because now it gives us some benchmark that says this is where students are, if you will. This is, or this is the range of student responses in these particular ethical or moral reasoning situations. We're being much more intentional, I think, on this discussion in orientation as we plan for students coming back next year. And that really is to help students strive toward the kind of men and women that they want to be, to conquer any sense of limitation, to love truly and richly everyone in the community, and to give back. And that certainly those 4 words are framing what we're doing at the college level.
Mm-hmm. And then we're doing some work too to energize and focus the educators, if you will, on this topic as well, true?
Right, exactly. The employees, as many people may know, have typically met once a year. And the February meeting that was the typical one, we began work on character unfoldment, which really is, I think, Principia's unique contribution here, which is that character is being unfolded. We are not fixing a broken person. We are not adding to a vessel that isn't already full and complete and perfect. And so that work now is helping us focus on, we've actually added a meeting, so we'll have a meeting at the beginning of school in August as well as in the middle of school in February, where all of the employees from both campuses get together and focus on, and I think there's precedent for Mrs. Morgan saying this is what we should be doing, that we should work with each other to become better and more complete character educators. And so this has really been a focus for us over this past year to help people share ideas, share opportunities, share experiences of character education as students have. And we had a wonderful example just in chapel this week. Wonderful testimony from a young woman who had worked with a faculty member in a very demanding course. And as she was really struggling with it, the discussion with the faculty member was, sometimes when that struggle happens is when you most need to use your Christian Science. And it's just a wonderful, thoughtful, clear description of how she used Christian Science to see in a new way how she should be approaching the subject, how she should be approaching the book she needed to write about, how should she be approaching her writing. And this turned the whole situation on its head. So that opportunity, that character educating, that character unfoldment, that perfection was always there, is just one of those examples, I think, that we'll continue to use in terms of helping each other look for those experiences of enhanced character unfoldment.